Hello, I am Milo Conmingia, and I am one of the first fish here in the early Cambrian. I'm only an inch or so long. I have no bone, I have no vertebrae, I have no jaws. I do have a fin on my back and on my ventral side, but I don't have paired fins which are pectoral and pelvic fins like later fish. So as a result I can swim, but I'm not very good at steering. I have a notochord, so that I swim like later fish do. Without jaws, however, I simply filter feed by sucking in water and trying to separate out small little animals which get caught in the mucus of my throat. And I have to be careful because there are plenty of large invertebrates which are predators. And so therefore I only feed on tiny things and have to beware of the larger predators here in the early Cambrian seas.
Hello, I am Hycoichthyes. I am one of the earliest fish here in the early Cambrian. I possess a head and trunk. I possess a back and a ventral fin with supporting elements. I have a skeleton in that I have a notochord running down my back for support, and I have some cartilage in the head area, although perhaps not quite as much as those in modern jawless fish, such as the cartilage to support an eye socket. I have gills and can have 6 to 9 gill arches. This not only allows me to breathe, but to eat. I suck up the seawater all day long and try to trap little tiny animals in the mucus of my throat as the water is filtered out my gills. I do not have jaws, so I cannot eat anything larger than that. I lived in schools, and from China there have been fossil beds producing thousands of specimens of my kind, so I was truly numerous in the early Cambrian seas. I am classified as a vertebrate, perhaps the first one, because the presence of cartilage in the head area implies that I had neural crest cells as an embryo to help these structures develop. This type of development and these tissues are only found in the vertebrates. That includes me.
Right, I'm a conodont. For years, fossil hunters had been finding little tiny bits of sharp things that they called conodont elements that they used to help find petroleum, but they had no idea what kind of animal they belonged to. Turns out they belonged to me. These are the sharp structures that belonged in my mouth. They were tooth-like structures, and there's been a bit of debate as to whether these were actually possessed any enamel or dentin or not. The first of the conodonts existed in the early to mid-Cambrian, but after that, they actually survived the mass extinction of the Paleozoic, and some can actually be found in the Triassic. We have larger eyes than the earliest fish and are probably much more active hunters. There are a lot of soft-bodied animals around here, and with my sharp tooth-like structures in my mouth, even though I don't have jaws, this helps me to prey on them, so I'm a bit more of a predator than the earliest fish were.